Hi YouTube, this is Ian Andrews. I will be responding to Connor, aka OkayFabe. His review of the his overview of the Royal Rumble, which was brought about by Wolverine Kuwaiti. Cheap plug. Anyway, Wolverine Kuwaiti's question. The first is the difference between the 30 and 40-man Royal Rumble. I have to agree with Connor. The 30-man Royal Rumble is the way it's always been done. It's tradition. It's been 30-man since Royal Rumble started. And here is why it should stay 30-man. 30-man Royal Rumble is now a lot easier to follow. You have probably at most 10 guys getting into the ring at once. Then like 2 guys get thrown out and the next 2 guys come in. It's just more orderly and in control. Now when you had the 40-man Royal Rumble, these guys, all the cameramen were hustling their asses to find out who was fighting, what looked like the better thing to look at, and from time to time they missed eliminations. The announcers themselves even said it, in case you miss it, someone just got eliminated. They said that throughout the entire match. And the 40-man Royal Rumble, I think, was a way to put over Diesel and Booker T's returns. And while they did get an enormous pop when they came onto the ramp, as soon as they got in the ring, people lost them and they couldn't cheer for them anymore because they didn't know what they were doing. Anyway, when it comes to rules of the Royal Rumble, I think the over-the-top thing should be tweaked a bit. Turn it into like WCW's Battle Royal. Because in WCW Battle Royal, not only could you throw them over the top rope, but if you really wanted to be more legit, you could make them tap out or pin them. And for guys like Daniel Bryan or Wade Barrett that have the moves that are more technical or more smash mouth, and they just want to get you on the floor and beat you, that would be a better way to go if you want to gear it up for them. Instead of just doing the over-the-top. Instead, make it over-the-top pin and submission, like the Battle Royal was in WCW. And when it comes to who I want to win, ooh, this is tough. For SmackDown will probably be Wade Barrett, the Barrett Barrage. Cody Rhodes himself, the current Intercontinental Champion. Let's see what he'll do let's see if he'll keep that for any time, for a bit longer. Let's see. I'd like to see a lower card Yoshitatsu at least in the match. If he doesn't win it, oh well, I just want him in it. And when it comes to Raw, let's see. Cena's not gonna be in it. Punk definitely isn't going to be in it. Ziggler is definitely not going to be in it unless Johnny Ace somehow pulls some strings and gets Ziggler in the match, or he loses his WWE title match, but I don't see that happening. Who from Raw could win it? You know what? I'd have to say Jericho, because there's no way they'd bring him back and have him do nothing. And before I leave, one more thing, and this is addressed to you, Connor. This is another wrestling question, and it is... Ooh, I'm trying to thought for a minute there. What was my question going to be? Ooh, what's my question? Give me a minute, I'm remembering it here. I know it has something to do with WWE, just give me a minute. It has something to do with another one of their matches on the Elimination Chamber, because I already touched up on that in another comment to you, Connor, but let's see. It does have to do with the match. Here it is. Actually, it's 2 things. One has to do with a tournament, the other has to do with an old match. when do you think they will do the King of the Ring tournament again on either Raw or SmackDown, or if they will bring back the King of the Ring pay-per-view to hold the entire tournament? Let me think of what you think on the King of the Ring tournament situation, who should hold it next, or if they should just bring back the entire pay-per-view and make a joint deal like it used to be. And here's my second one that I came up with. Out of all the awesome gimmick WCW matches that they had, which one would you like to see most in WWE? Honestly, I would love to see, I think it was the World War III match, the 3 rings, 60 men, and you just threw people over the top rope, and as soon as it narrowed down to, I think, like top 10 or top 5, they can join into the center ring and battle it out there. But yeah, that's my thoughts on what WCW match should be brought into WWE. I want to hear your opinion, and just give me some feedback.